this is our game, 1080 snowboarding. So I was just reading like a art/nostalgia post about it, and it's people just kind of quoting the game. So I guess it makes funny noises.
Great. This is gonna be great.
And people were saying it's not a good game, but it was the only snowboarding game available on the N64. So,
Well, I guess that means it's time to play.
I guess so. I don't know anything about this game. Other than that, it's sponsored by Tommy Hilfiger, though, so I would assume it's just snowboard and do tricks.
Yeah.
1080. Okay, I can see it already. I can see what's gonna happen here. Japanese. Well, I think we gotta just do a match race. We gotta just try a match race.
Oh, 100%. This is gonna be very similar to, I'm not sure if it's out yet, but the jet ski video that we did.
Yeah.
Where you're going to start this, you're going to get absolutely wrecked to begin with, and then it's gonna work out. That guy seems like the best.
This guy seems like he's pretty well balanced. Let's go with Kensube Kimachi. Oh, we choose our board too? Oh, let's go with this one. Regular.
Oh, I would have recommended the other one. The other one seemed to have better control.
Yeah, but this is a race.
Yes, but knowing you need the control.
Oops.
Thank you. Thank you for proving my point. So welcome back, everyone, to HardCap. My name's Kyle. I'll be the commentator today. Ethan is the one playing.
Yeah, hi.
Sorry, this is early morning, so I have the same energy that I do when we do our normal nightly recordings that you see, but Ethan is still a little bit tired this morning.
Ow! Yeah, normally we record at like 7 o'clock at night for most of these videos. But now that we're both available in the mornings, because I'm done with my student teaching, round of applause for me, we have time in the morning as well. Ow. How am I getting...
Your help left.
Parkour. So I'm getting my butt kicked.
Yes, I can see that. What are those things in the bottom left do?
Oop. Oh, that's how you crouch? Okay, now I understand it now. I understand it now.
You lose.
I don't
get their lives. That's what those things are, their lives. Lands on them.
That was my objective. Goodbye.
Sorry, I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm out of my voice.
Shut up. Ow. How'd you do that? Was I supposed to do something there to brace the fall?
It's possible that if you're crouching when you land, it ends poorly.
That's probably it. This is hard to control. Like, this is like up there with Wave Race in terms of controllability.
So you're saying when I said at the beginning that you should have picked a snowboard with better control.
No, it's just that I'm on snow, which is the same thing as water.
Well, you're definitely a lot closer this race. I'll give you that.
How?
You're almost dead now, though, because that was a lot of speed that you've been hitting stuff with.
I'll be fine. You lose.
A lot closer, though. There's a chance that you can win this final round.
Dude, I don't get it. How did that do?
Is it like Mario Kart where you have to go at 2 or something?
I'll take him out. I'm gonna.
What is this, GTA?
Yeah, I'm gonna sabotage him. I'm gonna run into him. I'm doing pretty good this time. I can't wait to crash right now.
I'll admit, that'd be something fun to play, but I don't think I could handle it. GTA, I mean. I'm not sure my computer can handle it.
No, your computer definitely cannot. Griff and I are gonna play GTA at some point. I think for the Kentucky Derby is what we're doing. When we're just gonna go to the casino and just bet on the horsies.
Well, we'll have to see. I actually may be able to, depending on how Christmas goes. Yeah, this is before Christmas for everyone watching that we record this. So.
Oh yeah, this is well before Christmas.
But like, I told my family that I don't care if I get absolutely nothing else. If I can get an internal storage, if my computer supports it, so I can have a bunch of games, like that's what I want.
I won.
Nice.
So do I have one board now for the rest of this thing? I can only lose one more time? Got it.
Yep. It's possible that once you hit a certain level or something, you get another board. But they're boards that make so much more sense.
Ow.
It looked like a Band-Aid to me. I was so confused.
Ow. I think I'm gonna lose.
Highly possible. Make sure when you're landing that the tilt of the board is correct, because at least there you kind of face planted it. And that's why it crashed.
Carving. Oops. I'm a skier, not a snowboarder. I'm gonna put that out there.
Same. Skiing is definitely the way I go. Granted, I injured myself pretty badly while skiing the one time.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about that?
No. I don't know if you did. And then, so you tell me, and then what? And then I'll tell the story of how I almost died while skiing.
So, honestly, it wasn't even a bad time for skiing. It was right after fresh snow.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, perfect skiing weather. Those of you who have been skiing, you know it. But, so this is my first year of skiing, second year of skiing, something like that. So, relatively early on.
Ow.
But anyway, well, he crashed too, at least.
Yeah, he crashed.
So. But anyway, heading down the hill, and I'm just going along. It looks You took him out. Nice.
I know, it's pretty awesome.
Oh, right at the end. Come on. Make it count.
Oh, is it the same end of the track here? Ow. No, go.
No, not at the end, Ethan. No.
Well, that sucks.
You're also on 1 health.
I'm starting to learn how this game works, but I still don't know how to, like, jump right.
Yeah. So, anyway, I was heading down, and I go through what I think is a normal bit of snow. But it turns out that it's actually a little bit of, what is it called? A drift.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit that, and instead of, gliding over it like I'd expect, the skis sink into it. Like, luckily, I'm still beginner skis and such, so they're the snap kind, so they just pop off so I'm not snapping ankles or anything.
Yep.
So they snap off, I go flying. It was probably hilarious to watch, just a complete wipeout.
Probably. Did you yard sail across?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I got a good start.
Nice. Do you know why?
I hit the trigger and B at the same time.
Oh,
rather than holding it. They had a little jump there.
But yeah, so I get up, I brush myself off, I feel pretty good. Get my skis back, because, they went flying all directions. And I look down, and I see a cut in my snow pants. For those of you who don't know, skis, and I think snowboards as well, are relatively sharp. Yep. Because they need to be able to actually slice through. So you've got metal edging, at least on skis.
It's also to protect them from getting destroyed by ice.
Yeah. So you've got metal edging.
How did you
Well, it
pass-
turns out that when one of my skis popped off, it sliced my knee.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes. Now, it was like 0 degrees out, Fahrenheit for those non-American viewers. But yeah, it was 0 degrees out, so nice and chilly. Oh, it's gonna be tight. But nice and chilly. And I didn't feel any pain or anything. So I was like, oh, I got lucky. It might have cut, but it just cut through some layers. I was wearing like 7 layers that day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was bundled up. So I'm like, can't be that bad. But I'm like, probably should talk to my parents about this. Because I was going down... Because I was going down with my brothers at the time. 2 of them. My 2 triplet brothers. So, I was going down with those 2. My parents had... I don't think my younger brothers were there.
Bro.
Oh, he took you out.
Bro, that's so rude. I'm gonna hit him.
But yeah, so we were like, you know what? Let's go find our parents. So I went another lap and a half trying to find them. I wasn't putting much pressure on that leg. Let me be honest. I wanted to make sure I was okay first. Wasn't putting much pressure on it. And we finally get to them. And they're like, oh, what happened? I'm like, I fell, I think the ski cut it a little bit. I should be good to go. They're like, we should see ski patrol. I'm like, I should be fine. And they're like, there's blood dripping down your leg onto your boot.
This is a very Kyle
And I was like,
story.
what? Sorry, yeah. And they were like, there's blood dripping onto your boot. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay, we should see ski patrol then. So we go into ski patrol.
Uh-huh.
And it turns out that it was cut pretty deep on my knee. That ended with me in the hospital with stitches. I ended up with, I want to say it was 14 total stitches, 12 on the outside, 2 internal, but it might have been 12, 10 on the outside, 2 internal. Definitely 2 internal. I just don't remember if it was 10 or 12 outside.
That's a very Kyle story.
It was nice and fun. The good news about it all is because the blood had gotten on the cloth of the boots, they weren't able to do anything with them. They were like, we're going to have to throw these out anyway. They were rentals. And they were like, so you just get to keep them. And I'm like, at least there's something good out of this.
You got a pair of ski boots.
Yeah. And all I had to do was badly injure myself.
All you needed was 12 stitches to get a free pair of ski boots. It's a pretty good deal if you ask me.
Yeah, so I ended up in a leg brace, not being able to bend that knee for, I want to say it was 2 weeks?
Oh, kind of close there.
Maybe it's only a week, but then when I finally took the stitches out, gosh, you do not realize how much of a problem it is to bend your knee after that much time of not bending your knee.
Oh, I'm sure.
It hurts so much.
Boom.
Oh yeah, but it was cut perfectly on the knee that basically when Ski Patrol saw it, they just put 2 little bandage things on it to hold it closed and said, don't bend your knee. And there was no problems. Oh yeah, that's the part of the story I always forget to tell. So, initially in Ski Patrol, they're like, okay, strip down a little so we can actually see your knee, because you know you're wearing 500 layers. Not like that. Get your mind out of the gutter, Ethan.
That's crazy.
And I was like, okay, I'll give you some privacy. Pulled the little curtain that they have there. And when I finally got down to my knee, the Ski Patrol went, oh. Because they weren't expecting it as bad as it was either. So, of course, my mom rips back the curtain and goes, no, you can't say that and not expect me to make sure that he is alive and okay.
Well, obviously you're alive, but you were not okay.
Yeah. But honestly, I was still fine. It was still completely numb from how cold it was. And honestly, I think it managed to miss nerves or something, because it did not hurt at all. I was doing fine. And so they were like, oh, and my mom was like, no, you can't do that. Then when we got to the hospital and finally got seen by a doctor, the doctor went, oh. And before the doctor, the nurse went, oh. The only person who did not go, oh, was the the residential doctor? I think that's what they are.
Yeah, I think that's what they call it.
Yeah. But basically, the doctor in training, I believe, is that almost like a giant internship thing for doctors?
No!
Oh, you were so close.
That's BS. I can't believe that.
You were so close. But yeah, basically they came in and they're like, okay, it is what it is.
I think I'm back to Crystal Lake now.
But like
Damn
every single person who was seeing my knee was just like, oh, and I'm like, seriously?
Hey, you really messed it up.
Yeah.
So
but it turns out
how
in
old were you
general,
when this happened?
I think I was 15.
Oh, so like in high school.
Yeah, this was high school. This is a little bit ago.
Okay.
But yeah, it turns out that in general, I am a calm person when injured, whereas a lot of other people freak out.
Well, yeah, I mean,
because
like I already knew that from when you dislocated your shoulder playing frisbee, and your response was, "Huh, that's weird."
Yeah, that one hurt a heck of a lot more than the knee slice. I will say that. But yeah, I also found out from the one time I was donating plasma. And let me just start with, apparently I have semi-poor circulation. So at the very beginning, the blood flow wasn't good enough, and the machine was alerting. I wasn't given any time to like pump that exercise ball, the stress ball, whatever it's called, in my hand to actually get the blood moving. So they kept fiddling with the needle. Until finally someone came through and they're like, hold up, stop fiddling, you start pumping, and all of a sudden the flow is good. I'm like, great, okay. Finally solved. About 5 minutes later, I looked down to see like a stream of blood coming down my arm.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, that's not good. So I quick signaled to the nearest, I think they're nurses in there, but I don't know their official roles. But anyway, I quick signaled to them and I'm like, hey, this doesn't seem right. And they started freaking out. And they grabbed someone else in the same position who started freaking out as well. I'm like, guys, take the needle out, apply pressure. Like, it's a bleed, yes, but it's general first aid. It's just blood. And at that point, one of the higher-ups who may be I'm sorry to all the medical professionals out there. I don't know all the specifics of who is where, and I apologize greatly for that.
Yeah, neither of us are doctors.
Yeah, though my aunt is an ER doc, so I do feel bad. But still. Oh.
I wanted to go this way.
I can tell.
Because this way has no ice.
Got it. It does have much tighter walls.
Oh, never mind, there is ice. Okay, so I'm just going to go the other way.
Yeah. I don't know that you've won this race. But yeah, eventually the other guy comes over and is like, okay, take out the needle, apply pressure, here's a Gatorade. If it's not, like, it was one of the bigger containers too, and they're like, if this isn't half done within 15 minutes, we're gonna have to, like, do some more stuff. And I'm like, okay, and basically chugged the thing at the real beginning there.
Like, right in front of him, just down the whole thing.
At least the large majority, yeah. Because, you know me, I can just kind of anything right down the hatch.
Yeah, Kyle's a big partier. He can chug like no one's business.
Yes, you know me and the alcohol.
Doesn't matter what you give him, Kyle will chug it. Chocolate milk, beer,
Chocolate milk.
Fireball, chugged.
Yep. For those who don't know, I don't drink.
Yeah, Kyle doesn't drink. It's very responsible of him.
Yeah, it's also the cheapest way to do it. If you're looking for a good way to save money and you're younger, don't drink. It's that simple. Alcohol is expensive. And actually, same thing if you're looking to lose weight. Alcohol is very high in calories most times.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it's one of the 0-calorie ones, I'll give you a hint. There's other stuff in there that is not good for your weight. Because they have replaced the calories with something else.
So when I was
yeah.
a little kid, I grew up in New Hampshire. My parents worked at a boarding school up there, so we got to grow up in the mountains. Griffin went to school up in New Hampshire because he wanted to be back up there. Now, when we lived up there, my dad was the coach of the ski team. Now, keep in mind, my dad was born in Michigan. And was not...
So he had a little bit of experience.
No, there's no ski mountains in Michigan.
Oh. I knew it was cold up there. I didn't realize that there was limited mountains. I'm not good at geography.
The school needed a ski team coach, and when you work at a boarding school, everyone has to coach
something.
Everyone has to coach something. So my dad was like, I can do ski team, and he was the assistant coach. He was the JV coach for men's soccer.
Okay.
I'm going to lose this one, too. Ow.
Yes.
Yeah, I've lost this one. Now, so because... Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe not.
Oh my gosh, you just got so lucky.
That was terrible. I somehow won. Now, so because he was the ski team guy, I got to go skiing all the time because he went skiing every Sunday. So depending on what year it was, we got to go ski at a bunch of the mountains up in New Hampshire. So we either got to go to Cannon or Waterville or Gunstock, or I never got to ski like Attitash. No, like, these mean nothing to you, but anyone who... Oh, I didn't realize you can go that way. Well, to people who are skiers, and have skied the East Coast, you might know these places. So Cannon is, I'm pretty sure, the biggest mountain in New Hampshire. That's not how it works. You
just landed upside. How did you take so little damage from that?
I feel like that would kill a person in real life. I don't know which way you went, but
you went left.
That would not do the same amount of damage. So we got to go skiing, and I was a very good skier. I had a I was just good at it. Oh, hey, dude. I found him. Now, granted, I was, 6. But I was still a good skier. Why can't I control myself on this one?
Too many comments, too little time. Let's continue with skiing.
Yes. So, like, my dad and I would go skiing every weekend. We had a friend who actually ended up being... who we would go skiing with, and I would race her down the mountain. She ended up actually being on like the U.S. national team development team before
nice.
And then she blew out her knee as a senior in high school in a ski race, and she never made it to the Olympics.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it did suck for her. Don't you dare pass me. Okay. So it's a brand new season. It's the first snow of the year. It's January 1st, which was like really late in the year for that. But it's the first snow of the season. And we're like, all right, let's go to Cannon, which is the big one. So we go to Cannon, and we're like, hey, let's take the gondola all the way up to the top. And we're like, great. Sounds like a great idea, Dad. So we go up to the top, and we get out, and immediately I'm like, oh, these conditions are weird. Thanks. Like, these conditions are kind of weird. It was... The running joke about East Coast skiing is that it's not snow, it's just ice. Which is true. Like, skiing the East is just like sledding. So we get out onto the... This is cool. We get onto the trail after being in the gondola. And bro, what the hell is with this place? Get all the way to the top of the mountain, and we start going down. And immediately I'm like, oh, this is really icy. So it's still kind of like sprinkling some snow. And my goggles fog up.
Oh, yeah, that's never fun.
And I hit an ice spot at the same time.
Oh.
I caught him. Oh, I've seen this level before. Okay, I know what this is. I'm about to die, though.
Yeah, you got one more crash before you're gone.
So all of a sudden I'm panicking. I died. I was so close to it too.
Wasted.
I hit an icy spot. I lose control. My dad's telling, turn, turn, turn. And I'm going, I can't. And at this point, I'm just shooting down the mountain.
Did you snowplow? Or
I
pizza,
tried.
depending on what you learned.
So I was trying to hockey stop, like snowplow my way out of it.
Yep.
But I literally couldn't do it because it was all ice.
Yep.
So I go, well, this is the end for me. And I resigned myself to dying. And I lose control and I shoot off the trail into the woods.
Oh.
And I get a little airtime. That's absurd.
Hey, look, airtime.
So
I think that's where you took all your damage last time too.
Yeah. I get a little airtime, which is not good. You don't want airtime.
Correct.
Bro. Dude,
such a jump.
Are you kidding me? And because I now have airtime, I close my eyes. That's what? No, that's not how that works.
You are now on half a heart.
I'm aware, Kyle. I now going. I think I'm gonna die here. Actually, I remember like thinking that, and so I end up just closing my eyes and hoping and praying that. What did I trip on?
You hit a small rock.
I hit the water. I hit snow. There's no way. This game's stupid. Anyways, I flew off into the trees. I blacked out because I hit the ground, hit my head. So I got knocked out by the impact, even though I was wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
I woke up like, I don't know, 25, 30 seconds later to my dad like pulling me out of a snowbank. I've got my skis wrapped around a tree. I didn't hit the tree miraculously. I wasn't actually injured other than the fact that I blacked out. And I was like, I'm not skiing anymore. My dad's like, well, that sucks. We're still at the top of this mountain. So I picked up my skis and I hiked the rest of the way. I penguin slid and hiked down the entirety of Cannon until we got to ski patrol. And actually one of my dad's teaching partners worked ski patrol on the weekends, so he was there. And he was like, all right, put you on the lift. When I got on the lift and I met my dad at the bottom, he was like, I'm going to ski down because I'm not injured. I was like, thanks, Dad. And so
fair.
So I took the gondola all the way back down. Don't show me replays of me dying, dude. And then I got to the bottom and I didn't ski again for 10 years. My dad tried to take me out, but I was just too afraid. And I was 6 and I'd almost died.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't want to do it. Oh, you can't make me. He's like, you're going to do it. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't want it. But yeah, I didn't ski again until I was a senior in high school. And I thought, if I'm going up to Maine, I should know how to ski. And then I never skied once in college. Oops.
Yep.
But yeah, we're gonna end the video. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.